Morning, Moadim, the joyous moments of the intermediary days of Sukkot are the reminders that these week-long holidays come with intensity, and they come with levity, and they come with spirituality, and they come with connection, and they come with the connection beyond this connection that we have with each other. The connection which is our past into the future. During this week-long Chag, this week-long holiday of Sukkot, we're reminded of a lot of things. We've talked about Sukkot as we've approached it. Day when together and but I want to comment about the representation of Sukkah, or the Sukkahs, which make up the holiday of Sukkot, meaning literally the festival of the booth. And so, in thinking about Sukkot, you can think about it as a place and space of time, linking it back to, God's gift of a place for the Jews traveling to rest their heads. And then you can also think about it as this temporary dwelling that has become something beautiful, very different than probably a piece of sackcloth. But no matter what, the Sukkah is a place of transience, a place of impermeability, a covering of a roof, walls that are standing to block us from sun and elements, but not totally. That there is from weather, and it's how we weather the storm. Coverage for us. Good morning, Bonnie, and good morning, Linda. Good morning. And if we think about Ushpizin note, the ancestors of we have this tradition that says each night of Sukkot, each night of Sukkot, bringing us a new day, we bring in our ancestors. We bring in the people from the past, bringing us of our past, that we couldn't be where we are without the people of the past. And so, yes, the typical people are the people of Torah. Those are the people that come first, or people say first, which Maybe it's Moses, maybe it's Abraham, maybe it's Sarah, maybe it's Rebecca, Rachel, Leah, whoever it is. And then there's also the people that we want to existed after them before us. And so if you were to be asked, good morning, Aunt Debbie, if you were to be asked who you would bring into your Sukkah, who in your family's ancestry has a story that you feel you want to learn from? Maybe you met them, maybe you didn't. Maybe you heard a story about them, you heard about them. Maybe you're remembering one little detail because you were so young, but you really want to know the person. That is, tradition tells us to invite them, invite the living guest into your place. And you don't need to have a sukkah outside. You need to have a sukkah here in your heart. Here in a place. Who would it be that you would invite? Who do you feel called to connect with from what? And we bring it and we only hope and dream about the future. That we can be someone that someone will invite into. Hopefully not, till we're 120. I share with you some words of the dwelling place. This is my dwelling place, the place of my bounty and sustenance, study and reflection. This is my living place, the place of my quiet and peace. This is my working place, a place of my dedication and strength, pride and honor. This is my loving place, the place of my heart and my family, warmth and shelter. This is my memory place, the place of my sensations, traditions, and transitions. This is the place of my dreams and desires, visions and wonder. This is my mourning place, a place of endings and renewal. This is my dying place, my place of release and surrender, letting go and passing on. This is the place of my moments and of my years, blessings and gifts, Shabbats of the heart, Shabbat of the soul. This is a dwelling place. A dwelling place is a place where we find ourselves in moments of time. We love in the end. Of course, I thought I would be having them with me, but the drop off at school today took rather long. I'll just share it because I find it funny. For whatever it's worth, kids have in their preschool bathrooms in their classrooms. And so I thought I would get home to get the lulav and etrog to bring to the sukkah for school last night. And Ellis decides that he has to go to the bathroom, of course. But he doesn't want to go in his classroom because he wants to go to the hallway bathroom, and I shake him, which was fine. We were early. It's not a big deal. So I go into the ladies' bathroom with him, and he said, "No, Ima, no way. I need to go in the urinal in the boys' bathroom for big men." I said, "Well, I don't know if anybody else is in there. I can't go in there." Well, there we were, having to go use the urinal. He needed the big step stool, but it's part of his independence. So I went in there with him. Obviously, no one else was in there, and it was all totally fine. So this is why I don't have the lulav. But I want us to imagine it for a Monday and whatever other day, and you'll see it tomorrow again. But I want us to imagine the relativity of why we tap into different directions. And so tradition says that we hold the etrog as the bumpy lemon, and we hold the lulav together. And we shake it, wave it in each direction, 6 directions all around us, the corners, that we reach out to the corners. Sukkot is a great reminder of our own reach. In our own temporary space, temporary time, we have the ability out. We have the ability to stretch beyond, to make a place, to make a difference, to touch the hearts and souls of another. And so we do so in each direction, east, north and south, up and down. But that reaching up to you, source of all. I make my connections to all that came before me, all that is in my present moment, and I pray to reach out into the future, to reach forward with all that I give from my Sukkah to yours, in whatever way it is, connection. I'm not old enough to have had ancestors, but I like to use that word, of like the bungalow colony. But I do know what it's like to have a cabana. I never had one, but I had friends that had cabanas in like by Nickerson Beach, whatever, the Sands, Atlantic, all of those things on the South Shore. Or I've been on very vacations where you sign up for a palaba thing or a cabana in the Caribbean. And I love the visual of that, especially the stories of bungalow life. I never went there, but I've heard lots about it. And so each bungalow would be its own little place. And it wasn't like your home, but it might have been your home. And they were lined up on purpose, lined up so that you had your individuality and you have your collective space, which was you became one with the community. You were all tent, but it wasn't a tent. It might as well have been, from what I hear about the accommodation. Had their own. It was temporary for us. You became this community, reaching out in all directions, to bring support, to bring comfort, to two is the message of Sukkot. Moadim l'simcha, that we should be joyous. Yes, we should dwell in a sukkah. Yes, we should be where we are. Yes, we should be reminded of all that came before us to this moment so that we can reach out into the future. Linda, I'm sorry about the connection. I'm not really sure why or what. It's connected to the Wi-Fi, and I think maybe that's the problem. Same place, same channel as we were on Monday, and Rabbi J was Tuesday. Hopefully the recording won't be as bad. I do apologize for that. Let us remember that, even in our temporary dwellings is the reality that even internet connection is temporary. And so we can only pray for a good connection. And so let's continue to connect. Let's remind ourselves of the sukkahs of our hearts, of our homes, of our existence, both temporary and permanent, and how fortunate we are to have what we have, and to remind ourselves of when we don't always have what we think we should have, but we really have what we need. We are one human family, one heart of abundant love. We love you. We look forward to seeing you real soon, which is tomorrow morning at 9:30. Yai dai 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 dai. Yai dai 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 dai. Ay 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 dai. Yai dai 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 dai. Ay ay dai 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 dai. Yai ay dai 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 dai. Ay ay dai dai. Yai dai 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 dai.